It's time for today's Bulldog Conversation, presented by the Samford Sports Network.
I'm sitting in the Beeson Divinity School with Jim Pounds, Director of the Extension Division at Samford's Beeson Divinity School. It's great to be in your building, in your neck of the woods here on campus. Thank you for sitting down for a few minutes with us. You are the Director of the Extension Division. What exactly is that? I'm sure a lot of people are a little hazy on what that is. Tell us a little bit about what the Extension Division is.
Well, the Extension Division itself is a program that was started by Samford University over 60 years ago to provide lifelong learning educational opportunities in the theological area, particularly at that time for young men who were wanting to go into the ministry but were not able to go to school, were not able to go to seminary. So these courses were taken to them throughout the state of Alabama and offered in settings around the state. The program still exists. We have some 25 extension institutes around the state where young men and women come, lay leaders, bivocational ministers, to take classes focusing on biblical studies, focusing on theological studies, and what they get in these classes really influences how they serve their church on a weekly basis.
That sounds great. Now, one of the opportunities that's a part of the Extension Division is the Lay Academy of Theology. Can you tell us a little bit about that program?
Yeah, the Lay Academy of Theology is Beeson's form of lifelong learning that takes place here on campus.
Okay.
These are non-credit theological educational classes focusing on the centrality of God's Word in the life and mind of the individual. It's there to encourage, to uplift, to educate anyone who would want to come take these classes. And these are classes that we offer here in our facility on Samford's campus, and these are offered by our professors.
Now, how many do you usually get to? They're non-credit, they're just for personal growth, so how many do you usually get to attend these classes, and who can attend these classes?
Anyone who's interested can attend these classes. They're offered during the week, in the fall and in the spring. We'll offer 3 to 4 of these classes, and we typically will have anywhere from 25 to 30 to 35 students for each of these classes on a given evening.
That's awesome to have those. And now, are they Samford? What's sort of the ratio between Samford students and maybe just people in the community that attend these classes?
Well, typically they attract folks from the community, professionals, retired people, folks who are just stay-at-home moms, people who are leaving work in Birmingham in the afternoon and heading out to Samford's campus. Anyone can take it. We've had them as young as Samford undergrads who are interested in taking our classes after they've been in school all day. And then we've had folks who are in the retired age group who come in the evenings and will attend all of what we offer.
Wow, quite a variety of students, to say the least.
Absolutely.
Now, you're, I'm sure, getting ready for the spring. Do you have any sort of classes or big events coming up in the spring as far as the Extension Division that people might want to know about?
Well, the Lay Academy classes will be starting toward the end of February, and we have a really great lineup this time around. We've got a class being offered by Dr. Adam McCollum that's going to focus on Christianity in the Middle East.
Oh, wow.
Obviously very timely, and there's a lot there that so many of us don't know, and so I think Dr. McCollum's class will be very interesting. Dr. Mark Gentilette, who teaches Old Testament for us, is going to offer a class focusing on Isaiah's Gospel. Okay. Comes at a great time, particularly as we approach the Easter season, to look at what Dr. Gentilette will offer there. And then we've got a real special weekend seminar. We haven't done these very often, but this one I think will be very interesting and very attractive because it's been done in some other places. It's called Boot Camp for Christian Writers. Denise George and Carolyn Tomlin have done these in other places around the country to a great response to people who in this day and time are learning that anybody who wants to write can even self-publish, can get things published. And so the nuts and bolts of getting that done is what a lot of people have trouble with. So these two ladies are going to offer this course on a weekend. There are a couple of lectureships we have coming up. These will take place in February and then in March. So we have a pretty full schedule around here. And these are all open to the public.
It does sound like a full schedule, like you mentioned. A lot to take in. How might someone, if they're interested, in closing, briefly, how can someone perhaps find more information, find out how they might be able to get involved, sign up for a class, that sort of thing?
Right now they can go to our website, beesondivinity.com. There is a link on the side that says events.
Okay.
If you click on that, then it'll list all the things that come along that, and one of those is the Lay Academy of Theology. If they'll click on that, it'll show all the course listings. They can register online. If they want to receive one of the brochures, they will mail out about the 1st of January. If they'll just send us an email through that same site, we'll add them to our mailing list. Not only will they receive that brochure, they'll get all the mail outs that come out of Beeson Divinity School, and they'll know what's going on around here all the time.
Well, that's great. I enjoyed sitting down talking with you. That's all the time we have today. Again, that is Jim Pounds, Director of the Extension Program here at Samford's Beeson Divinity School. Thank you.
Thank you, Nathan.
You've been listening to Bulldog Conversation with Nathan Troost. The Adventure Bus Charter's halftime show continues in a moment. This is the Samford Sports Network.